Hi church, Merry Christmas once again. In today's devotional, we're going to be reminded about the story of the shepherds finding out that Jesus was born. And what did they do with this great news, which is a great example for us to follow in what to do when we know about the gospel. And I'm going to be reading from Luke chapter 2, verse 8 to 11 first. We're going to talk a little bit about these verses, and then we'll retake and end up our devotional on Luke chapter 2, verse 15 to 18. And it says, verse 8, that night there were shepherds staying in the fields nearby, guarding their flocks of sheep. Suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared among them, and the radiance of the Lord's glory surrounded them. They were terrified. But the angel reassured them. Don't be afraid, he said. I bring you good news that will bring great joy to all people. This is beautiful. The Savior, yes, the Messiah, the Lord has been born today in Bethlehem, the city of David. In these few verses, we learn what the shepherds did when they heard the news. I like that, the shepherds are just like everybody else. If you see a divine intervention or something in the skies, you and I probably will get terrified just as much as they did. But what I love is the message that the angels brought to them, which is, I bring you good news, right? That a Savior has been born. And what a great message to give us peace, to give the shepherds peace at that point, and to give us peace right now. It's important to remember that God, when He sends a message to us, that message should bring assurance that He is with us and that He is peace. And that we have a Savior, that He is with us at all times. And I want you to keep that in mind. I know Christmas can be a time where we get surrounded by presents and family and gatherings, but the most important thing is to remember that Christmas, it's to remember the good news that a Savior was born to us, just as the shepherds learned that day. But I want you to think about what the shepherds did with that message. And that's when we retake on verse 15 to 18. And it says, when the angels had returned to heaven, the shepherds said to each other, let's go to Bethlehem. Let's see these things that had happened, which the Lord has told us about. They hurried to the village and found Mary and Joseph, and there was the baby laying in the manger. After seeing him, the shepherds told everyone what had happened and what the angels had said to them about this child. After seeing him, the shepherds told everyone what had happened. We assume that the shepherds went to tell everybody that Jesus was born, that Jesus had a plan, that a Savior brought hope to them. And that's something that I want to encourage you to do today. Have we been sharing the good news of the gospel to our friends, our family members, and the unreached in the last few days? If we haven't, I just want to motivate you to take a time to find the opportunity to share the gospel with somebody. Let's go and tell everybody, right? Just like the song says, go tell it on the mountain that Jesus Christ is born. You and I have a mission. One of the missions and one of our roles as Christians is to go and tell others about the good news of the gospel. So now that we remember that Jesus was born and we celebrate that on Christmas, I want you to also remember to go out and tell others about the good news of the gospel. Church, we can do this. We just have to be intentional about our conversation with others and how we share the gospel. Have a wonderful week. Bye.